Hey guys, it's Krystal.
Just kidding.
It's Courtney, Sierra, and Jordan. Today we will be helping our Aunt Krystal do this video today.
That's me. Okay guys, so like you've seen, I have some helpers with me today, and our video is about the hidden costs of couponing. What you should know that maybe a lot of YouTubers or people, couponers don't talk about, and some solutions, what you can do about it. So our first point is, Miss Helper, number 1 would be coupons. Thank you. So the hidden cost behind coupons, or couponing, obviously not point number 1 is going to be coupons. You don't get coupons for free generally. Of course you can get some from friends and family, but a lot of people buy newspapers or subscribe to a newspaper delivery service to have them sent either every day or just on Sundays when there's inserts in them. And of course all of that costs money. If you print your coupons, you can get coupons for free online, a few different places, coupons.com, P&G Everyday, some different ones, manufacturer sites like Poise and Dove, different Unilever. You can print those at home, but those also require money because you have to pay for materials. There's also things called fairies, which are people who sell, either they cut coupons and sell clips and ship them across the country, or they sell inserts by themselves with no need to go out and buy newspapers. And if you see me looking down, I'm just trying to use my notes so I stay on track to keep this as short as possible. Some solutions that I have is you can check your Dollar Tree. I know our local paper is $4 now, or $4.49 or something like that for one newspaper, and so that adds up super fast if you just wanted to buy 2, because generally I recommend buying 2 of every insert, just so you have the best, options. And if there's a deal, a lot of times you have to buy 2 for certain rebates. So that's my policy, but that's $9 every single weekend. Some Dollar Trees do sell newspapers for only $1.25, but not all of the inserts are always in there. So check your stores, see if you're lucky to be able to have that in your area. Also, you can be selective on maybe not buying a newspaper every week. You can go to places like, just Google coupon inserts 2022, and you can find all kinds of websites and blogs that post what kind of inserts to expect on every date, like each week. So that could potentially help you if you're only getting one, like insert, or maybe none for the holidays. That would be an option. So yes, you can Google coupon inserts 2022 and find websites and blogs, different places that post. Try to find one in your area, because a lot of inserts are regional and it's not the same across the country. So you will get different coupons. I haven't been able to find one in the Northeast area, so I just use them as a rough estimate what to expect, and then also as a reminder, hey, don't buy newspapers this weekend because it's a holiday and there's going to be none, or it's a really lame insert. So be selective. And also, again, you can print from coupons.com, P&G Everyday. Different manufacturers offer coupons for specific products on their website as well. Okay, the next hidden cost of couponing that you might not think about, what would that be? Gas. Thank you. Yes, a lot of people don't talk about that, but sometimes getting these deals, they're not going to come to your house. You have to go out and get them. And so what that looks like a lot of times is going to the store. Sometimes that's, I'm going to go to Walmart and Target and Meijer, maybe Rite Aid or some other drugstore. That's a lot of gas running around to different stores. Also, for instance, my Walmart closest to me is actually not a super center, so I have to drive farther to get to a Walmart that is a super center to get all of the deals that I get. So keep that in mind if you're out searching for certain deals. Maybe your stores don't have it. It is extra gas to drive extra distance to go to those stores. And then also leaving your house every time you see a new deal. If you're like me, you're in Facebook groups, there's YouTubers, Instagram people, all kinds of stuff that people that share deals, which is great. It's a great resource, but I think a lot of times people get overzealous and they're like, I gotta have this deal right now. So even though they're not planning on going to the store, they get in their car and drive to whatever store that is to get that deal that day, which is also more gas. So some solutions that I have, obviously do the math on the mileage. If you have to drive 45 minutes for maybe a $1 moneymaker, a $1 moneymaker is great, but if you're going to spend $6, $7, $8, $9 maybe on a round trip to that store to get that deal, you're actually going to be paying more than you like, and again, that's an expense, that's gas. Also, things to look at are some reward apps, rewards at gas stations, whether they have an app or like a physical card you sign or scan. You can get certain amounts of money off on gas per gallon. I know a lot of membership like Costco, Sam's Club, and BJ's have perks for if you're a member there. They usually have lower gas than the local gas stations. And also places like BJ's, they'll have every quarter they'll have certain items. If you buy Red Bull, you get 10 cents off. If you buy 2 packs, you get 20 cents off, stuff like that. So look into those things that are available in your area, whatever stations that look like. And then also different credit cards. I know credit cards is not good for everyone, but if you are disciplined in your money and don't spend money that you don't have, you can get a lot of credit cards that are specific gas stations, or they have like 3 to 5% back when used at various gas stations or any gas stations. So that's something to look in. And then lastly, a solution for this to cut the cost on this gas expense is to combine your errands. So if you know, hey, I want to go get this deal at Walmart, but also by Walmart is Target, and I need dog food that I only get there, or razors are on sale or whatever, or you're going to church, figure out what errands you need to do, and then find the best, plan your driving accordingly so that you're doing the best route, the most fuel efficient route, and not driving from this side of town, then that side of town, and then back, because again, that's extra gas wasted, which comes out of your pocketbook. The third point, what is our third point today?
Materials.
Materials, thank you. Okay, so this is a lot of extras, and it's going to look different for everyone depending on what you do, how you do it. How will you carry your coupons from store to store? We have a binder, a coupon file, a bag, whatever that looks like for you. I have a bag. I have some things inside of it. I've shown in my first video actually ever on this channel, I still use that system. I have a coupon file, and I keep coupons inside of my inside of that bag. I also carry scissors with me, a notebook, always write down your stuff. I think I'll plan that later, and I'll mention that again later. Pens, highlighters, battery packs, because couponing can be a lot of scanning in different rebate apps to see if those rebates attach, and snacks. While you're out, couponing can take a good bit of time, and we don't want to spend all our time out and then go and get fast food or Subway or anything that's going to cost us extra money when we could be saving money at home. Also, I mentioned printing coupons before, which is a good way to save money, but you also need a printer to be able to do that. So printers cost money, ink costs money, paper costs money, things like that. To have the internet, having a tablet, all them things cost money. Some solutions that I've found and that I use. Find and use what you have laying around. Do you have old scissors from your kid's school? Do you have kitchen shears that you don't even use? My couponing scissors are actually kitchen shears that I wasn't using. Highlighters, half-written notebooks. Okay, lastly, another solution to save money on your materials expense is to print coupons at the library. Now, library cards are free. I believe all you need is an ID. I don't even know if you need a cell phone or an email. But you can get a library card for free and then just pay depending on how much you print. It's really not that expensive. I'm sure it varies regionally. but you can print your coupons from coupons.com or PNG, whatever that looks like. You can print them in black and white to save you money, because it's like 15 cents, I think, to print a page in color, and maybe like 3 or 5 cents to print a page in black and white. And so just those are things to consider if you don't want to commit to investing in a printer and ink, which can be very expensive, cartridges and things like that, and then obviously paper to print coupons. Our number 4, what is our next point? Number 4, tax. Yes, so this is one that you have to be, I have to tell this to myself, you have to be diligent in paying attention to this, because a lot of couponers do not share. I don't even share it in my hauls, because tax is different in every state and in most cities. Like, I can drive maybe 11 minutes north of here, and tax is a half of a cent almost higher than it is right here. So even in my area, depending on the stores I go to, I pay different taxes. You can't get around it. It's, you know, something you can't avoid. So you're going to be paying it ridiculous or regardless. But you definitely need to pay attention to it, because it adds up so fast. For instance, if you got something for $20 and you're going to get $20 back between coupons and rebates, that's great. But if you're not going to use the product and you still have to pay tax on that, you're still actually paying for the product, and you don't want it to go to waste if it's not something you can reuse or sell or resell or whatever. Some solutions, again, super important. Do your math. Is that specific deal worth it? Maybe you'll get that for free and you'll pay a little bit in tax, but it will help you in a larger Ibotta bonus, which is super helpful. So keeping those things in mind, and just also, if you're going to go to drive to a store farther away, what kind of tax do they have? You can Google whatever the city is, sales tax, and then you can do the math and decide, well, it's going to cost me more in gas, it's going to cost me more in tax. Is that really worth my time? And that brings me to our next point. What's point number 5?
Point 5 is time.
Can you see it? Time. Huge, huge one. Okay. Probably the biggest hidden cost in couponing, in my opinion, because 1, nobody talks about it, and 2, a lot of people don't realize how much time this like actually requires. So what does that look like in couponing? So that looks like going through Ibotta, going through all of the rebate apps that you use, looking at sales for that week, looking at coupons available in the inserts, checking store apps to see if they have digital coupons, which I forgot to mention, but that's a free way to be able to get coupons, to cut your coupon cost down. Like for our point number 1, download store apps in your area and clip digital coupons. That's free. You don't have to pay for that. It comes off automatically at the register when you scan your card or put in your phone number. A huge plus. But going through all those sales, all those coupons, all those apps, Facebook groups for Dollar General, Facebook groups for couponing in general, for Ibotta, Rite Aid, CVS, whatever drugstore, going through all of these things takes a lot of time, and that's a big one, a big chunk of your time. It takes time to plan hauls. Once you figure out, oh, do I want to do this deal? Do I want to do that deal? What stores am I going to? Writing down all of the things, because I'm a huge advocate for writing everything down. Takes a lot of time. I know during couponing, okay, going to the store, shopping, scanning in the apps to see if rebates work, all the things, adapting if the store doesn't have your items. If you were getting so many items because you had a larger moneymaker, and maybe they didn't have those money makers, or maybe you went to the store to hit an Ibotta bonus and they only have like 8 things and you need 12. It takes time to adapt in the store and go through your phone, check your stuff. What can you add? What makes it worth your time? How can you hit that bonus, etc. Checking out. It takes a while to check out those items. Sometimes if you're doing extreme couponing like I do, you have multiple transactions because you have multiple accounts for those in your family. Sometimes coupons don't attach. You need to get help. Sometimes if it's like $5 or more, it requires a manager or supervisor approval. That takes time. Loading up your car afterwards, returning your buggy. After couponing, guess what? You're still spending more time because you have to submit your receipt, sometimes in multiple apps. So I'm constantly doing, so I'll do Ibotta and Swagbucks and Fetch and Shopkicks, and sometimes there's multiple receipts that have multiple apps, and so that takes a long time. Double checking your list, making sure that, okay, oh, I forgot to scan that one barcode for coupons.com app to get my money back. Just going through your list again, that takes time. Putting your stuff away and organizing it. If you stockpile like I do, that means that you have to constantly rotate stuff. Sometimes, all the times, you should check the dates. Like if you bring home food, for instance, generally you would think that you would put the new food behind the items that you already have on your shelves, but I've noticed a lot in the last couple of years that Walmart actually has a lot of stuff on their shelves that is expired, so you really need to watch the dates on those and organize your stockpile accordingly so you're not having anything go to waste. So what can we do to save time couponing? These solutions, my top suggestions anyway, find what works for you. Plan, plan, plan. I know I said that a bunch of times already this video. But definitely plan. Make a detailed list. So I will write a Gatorade. Okay, it costs X amount of money. And then I write minus $1 on Ibotta, minus $1 internet printable coupon or coupon app. And then maybe I'm going to get 5 cents back on Fetch. And then equals whatever that math would be, my final out of pocket. And then as I go through the store, I cross it off to show that I did that. And then in my car, when I'm submitting my receipts, I can make sure I did get the money back in Fetch, Ibotta, coupons.com, whatever that was. Saves me a lot of time. And also, like I had shared just a second ago, got ahead of myself. I submit all of my receipts in my car in the store parking lot. Yes, the parking lot is closed. If it's nighttime or there's sketchy people around, I don't recommend this. Always be aware of your surroundings. But as soon as I get in my car, I lock the door and I scan all my receipts for multiple reasons. One, as soon as you come home, there's going to be kids, pets, husbands, responsibilities. There's going to be noise, stuff you have to handle, take care of, and it'll easily distract you. If you're trying to submit your receipts to a bunch of different apps, with all of that going on, you're more likely to make mistakes. So I do it in the quietness of my car, generally by myself, submit all those receipts so I can hopefully eliminate any mistakes. Another one, allow yourself extra time, which doesn't sound like it makes sense, but if you're allowing yourself a little extra time in the store, you're less likely to make mistakes. So don't put such a time crunch. I only have this much time, then you're rushing, missing stuff, not scanning stuff, and then you don't get all the money back you thought. Been there, done that, so don't do it. I prefer to shop early in the morning when most people are either still sleeping or getting ready for work. Because it's quieter, there's less people there, less distractions. I can take my time. I'm not being bombarded by a bunch of people, running into me or being aggressive. I don't know what's going on with people shopping these days. But that's what works for me. So, let's see, moving on, joining groups. So I have Coupon Nerds Facebook group. Obviously this channel, Coupon Nerds, and recently started an Instagram, which I was unable to do. They were trying to disable my account or something for community standards, so I haven't posted there in a while they're reviewing all of that, but I believe that I was just approved or whatever. So I will be posting more on that, but I have those available so that I can share, hey, these are all clearance at Walmart, hey, these are 3 cents, hey, this is a $5 money maker, go grab it next time you're at the store anyway buying your milk or bread or meat, and it'll pay for your cheese or whatever that looks like for you, maybe hygiene products, stuff like that. So use other resources, couponers on Facebook, whatever platform you're familiar with or most comfortable with. Let them do some of that work. So if you work full-time, if you have a bunch of kids, you just get easily overwhelmed or whatever, watch these people, follow this. Oh, she has a video with a bunch of chips. My kids love those chips. We haven't had chips in so long. How can I save money on that? Watch and then do those deals. I always share the breakdown. So that saves you a lot of time. Other people helping out and doing some of the load. And then there are some different apps and stuff you can do. Like I use Flip, F-L-I-P-P, and most of the stores in my area have their weekly sales ads available in that one app. So I can open that app and then look at Meijer's ad for the week and Aldi's ad for the week and wherever I want to shop potentially, and I can look through in that one place for all them things, and it does help save some time. And there's some other resources out there. Maybe I'll get into a different video about that. But let's see. Lastly, and more importantly, I'm preaching to myself because I really need to get better at this. Just like you would budget your money based on what you have available to spend, we need to budget our time based on what we're available to allot to couponing. So what does that mean? If you have, for instance, multiple kids or pets, full-time job, different things. If you're working a full-time job and then you get off work, let's just say at 5 o'clock, and then you go and coupon for 5 or 6 hours, it's going to be 11 o'clock or later by the time that you get home. And then, who's cooking, who's cleaning, who's, doing all the things, taking care of the kids. If you're exhausted or you spent all that time out and don't have time to come home and make a meal or, do whatever it needs to do, so you have to hire somebody to help clean your house, you have to hire or pay extra for daycare or have a babysitter, or pick up takeout or fast food on the way home, that's extra expenses that you weren't counting for had you not gone out to coupon. And so just being mindful of finding the balance of, okay, I have this, just like you budget money. This is going to electric, this is going to the house payment, this is going to whatever. Do that with your time too. So this hours block is for working, this is for exercising, this is for family time, this is for dinner. And here I found 2 hours here I can watch some YouTubers while I make dinner, and then I can go to the store after dinner, or whatever that looks like, or get your kids involved if they're able to be helpful. Things like that. So I think that that's really important. And I think that's my top 5 hidden costs that I don't think most people consider when they think about couponing. I know it definitely has been a blessing if you've been here on this channel any length of time. You've seen how blessed that we've been via couponing, but I just wanted to share these tips of things to be mindful so you're not overspending, thinking that you're doing the right thing, that you can channel it and make it work for you, and then also share these solutions of any tips that could help you. So thank you for watching, and I hope these helped.
Hope you like this video. Subscribe to this channel. Hit the notification bell. Comment your favorite solution. Hope you like this video. Bye. Happy holidays. Make sure you hide your head.
What? That was the real one. I'm going to use it on the video because it was so good.
It's recording.
So silly.
Subscribe to this channel.